Hi everyone, it's Tim Reha here live at the Digital Health Summit Studio, sponsored by Ideal Life. We have a really cool and good friend, Aiden Petrie, who's the Chief Innovation Officer for Ximedica.
Thank you.
All that?
Yes, I got that right.
All right, good. So you made it out. I know the East Coast flights are pretty treacherous.
Yeah. No, it was a harsh way. Two canceled flights to get here.
Oh wow. So today's panel, the luncheon super session was "It's a healthcare coup," and technology is the culprit. What was going on in there? What was that subject?
I think a lot of the subject was really about how there needs to be more than just technology to be validated in the healthcare field, and how the technologies are great, but they really have to have a purpose. They have to make somebody better. They have to make hospitals more efficient. They have to do something that moves the needle in a healthcare system that is under a lot of pressure. And so just being a cool technology in healthcare is not of itself enough.
And regulation takes a lot of precedence in this space and become a grueling and painful experience. What do you guys do in that space?
Well, what Ximedica does is we facilitate companies through, we manage them through that regulated space so that they can bring their product to the FDA and get it certified and essentially then be able to launch it. And it's a minefield if you don't know where the mines are, but at the same time, everything they ask you to do is perfectly sensible, and if you have a plan, you can execute it quite efficiently, and it doesn't have to be. It is going to be longer than you want, and it's going to be more expensive than you want. So.
I was going to ask a question about cost for entrepreneurs out there who are curious. Plan for double, triple, or what's the?
I think triple is a good start. Yeah, I mean we had somebody came to us a while ago, and they had a very cool technology. They thought they were going to fund it through, I think, one of these Kickstarter programs. And I'm like, yeah, that isn't going to happen. So there has to be a sort of preparation for how you set up your capital needs that understands what that process is going to look at. And it certainly shouldn't stop really cool technologies going all the way, and there's a lot of interesting stuff around.
So on a serious note, what were some of the drill down topics that were happening inside that you thought were of big interest?
Well, I think a lot of the debate is when is something a health device and when is a medical device. And it's that sort of what are the values, there's a lot of products that are measuring your health, but what do you do about it, and what causes you to be active? Medical devices do something. They are either diagnostic or they're therapeutic. They're providing a particular therapy, and it is different from giving you advice about your health. And I think a lot of the conversation has been in that, because you get advice about your health. What do you do about it, right? You take off. You ignore it probably.
I was hoping on my last checkup I would get some more digital health devices when I left the hospital, and this was a brand new facility up in Seattle, and I haven't been to the doctor in a while, but maybe exposed to everything that happens here, I thought it maybe a little bit more permeate.
Yeah, well, I think until it's a medical device, then it's just advice. You know, it's giving you information, but it's not. It's harder to be actionable, and so a lot of the conversation is about how these make it more actionable. Yeah.
So. What's your kind of feeling about CES 2014 this year with trends, or what's catching your eye?
I think that the companies that have been at this for a while are all of a sudden getting a lot more momentum. I think the general discussion and general awareness by some of the big media companies and the Intels and the telephone companies of understanding they can be part of this digital health and data movement, that is coming into the field. Insurance companies are getting more interested. So I think the buzz continues to rise, and the conversation is becoming more active. But it's got a ways to go yet. Yeah.
All right. So how do people get a hold of you?
Ximedica, if you can spell it, ximedica.com.
I love the name. All right. Well, good to see you, and safe travels back home.
Great. Thanks very much.